Hey, Hayley from Low Carb Central. I'm making some LC cereal complete granola today. So with this cereal, this is the way that it looks. Now you can just mix that with some water or milk and have that as it is as cereal. I personally like to make it into a crunchy granola type of cereal. So what I've done here is I've got my mix in here, and this is just the mix that's on the back of the packet. So I've got my mixture in here. I'm going to add water, coconut oil, and then I'm going to add LC sweet, and I've also cut up here some cranberries and almonds. You don't have to add anything to it, and if you don't add anything to it, it's actually a zero carb cereal. But I'm going to add in here some cranberry and some almonds. Now almonds, as you know, are naturally low in carbs. With the cranberries, I found some Willow Vale Organics cranberries. So a lot of cranberries are sweetened with sugar. These are sweetened with apple juice, and not a lot of apple juice at that. They've only got 3.9 grams of carbs per 100, as opposed to a lot of the ones that I found in the stores were more like 60 grams of carbs per 100. So then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop in a bit of coconut and stir that all around. Add a little bit more coconut oil to that because it's a little bit dry. Just because I've added so many extra ingredients to it. And my bits of sugar just hadn't dissolved there, or LC sweet it was. So now that we've got that, what we're going to do is put it onto our baking tray here and sort of push it in, and then we're going to bake it. It's going to go into the oven on about 170, 180 degrees for about 30 minutes. But watch it, because you want it to be crisp enough in the middle that it doesn't stay too soft, but not so brown on the outsides that, you know, it's burnt. So you want to push it down until it's about 1 centimetre to 2 centimetres thick. Okay, I'm going to pop that into the oven now. Okay, this is cooled for a little while, just for a minute or so, just to let it not be quite so steaming hot when I go to cut it and take it out. So you just kind of get in underneath there and it comes out all as one piece. So we'll put that aside. So now what I'm going to do is cut this. So we'll give it a taste first. I've just broken off a little piece here. Lovely and crunchy already, and tastes really good. I've had this before, so I know how good it is. So you're just cutting it up into small pieces now. It's still quite hot. Once this is cut up, you're then going to cut it the other way. And you just want it basically into little bite-sized chunks. You can just leave it and let it cool and then break it up, but I prefer to cut it up first so that I get some uniformity about my shape. Once this is cooled, I then use this, I'll keep it for a couple of weeks, and I just put it into a clip seal bag, just a little Ziploc bag. Add some LC milk over the top of it for my breakfast in the morning, and it's just so good. And so low in carbs. Feels great to be eating cereal and for breakfast. Okay, I'll just cut the last of it up. You can hear how crunchy it is now as it's getting cooler. So you can see it's going to be lovely and crunchy once we go to use this as a cereal. The one thing you've got to be really careful of is to make sure that your middle section gets crunchy enough as well. I did it once without letting that happen and it wasn't anywhere near as nice. So mine was in the oven for, I left it in there for about 33 minutes all up. Okay, we're done. I'll leave that to cool just for a little bit and then pop it into a plastic bag. And I'm set for cereal for the next week or two. Okay, granola's been sitting here for about 10 minutes now, so it's nice and cool. I'm going to pop it into my bag, and as I said, I just store it into a Ziploc bag. What I'm going to do actually first is just show you. So there's my cereal. And I've got some LC milk here that I made up earlier that I've had in the fridge. It's really nice, this cereal. I absolutely love it. They don't ever go soft when you put them in here. Mind you, I've never left them in the milk for half an hour or anything, but they sit there in the milk for a little bit and they get a little bit saturated, I guess is the best way to put it. But they never go soft, they never go soggy, they stay nice and crunchy.